contest almost every position in the government. So we'll continue to encourage you to get involved in the political process. And as long as many youths get involved in the political process, we'll be able to get the government that we want. Yes, you are calling me to come and declare for the next election. I cannot tell you I'm declaring. The political process is ongoing. Just watch out. The key role you must play is to pray that Nigeria gets somebody that carries the young people along, somebody that can also work very hard to see that some of the problems you raise are dealt with by the government.
And Jonathan Ekumobi, one of the youth leaders, said that they came to compel Jonathan to run because they believed in his capabilities given his past experience.
At what price do we buy rice? Almost 35,000. When Goodluck was president, rice was 7,000. Goodluck, we have come as the Nigerian youth from all parts of Nigeria to tell you to run come 2023. We will support you, we will vote, we will make sure we bring you back because we need Nigeria to move forward.
Another speaker, Ibrahim Saki, said they were calling on Jonathan to run so he could rescue the country.
We need him back to come and reveal us from this hardship. We need him back to come and take us from this hustle. We need him back to come and regulate the market women suffering. We need him back to come and correct the ASU strike. Mr. Jonathan, when he was there as a president, he sat with the ASU representative for complete 6 hours. But today, our youth, our children, our brothers, they are home, languishing and going into vices of crime here and there. Nigerians are tired of promising going back to the past history.
When Newslive returns, the Lagos State government has ordered the reopening of Christian schools shut down over controversies that surrounded an immoral act engaged in by some students of the school. Details of this and more comes to you shortly after the break. Do stay tuned. You're welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is Newslive, Earn Viewer Television. A quick recap of our top stories. The federal government reopens Idiroko and 3 other land borders. And the Alafin of Oyo, Obalamidi Adeyemi, dies aged 83. And on the foreign scene, Israel closes crossing to Gazans after rocket attacks. The Lagos State government has ordered the reopening of all Christian schools shut down over controversies that surrounded an immoral act engaged in by some students of the school. This was contained in a press statement by the Lagos State Commissioner of Education, Folashade Defisayo, who made this available to newsmen. Newsmen had reported that the state government had shut down all Christian schools in Lagos State on April the 18th, 2022. Some pupils from the elite private school located in Victoria Garden City embarked on a trip to Dubai to participate in the World School Games between March the 10th and 13th, 2022, when the immoral act happened. And at least 5 Nigerian Air Force aircraft have been in deadly crashes between February the 22nd, 2021 and April the 19th, 2022. Also, no fewer than 20 military personnel have lost their lives in the ill-fated crashes. 7 NAF personnel lost their lives in the crash. Newsman reports that the causes of many of these crashes, except that which was shut down by bandits in Zamfara, have been shrouded in secrecy. All efforts to get the comments of Gabwet on measures put in place to avert a future occurrence were not successful. Meanwhile, suspected herders renewed their onslaught on communities in 2 local government areas in Benue State. Sources disclosed that the herders at separate times attacked Waya and Jato Aka and Mpapa, as well as Ikiande communities in Kwande and Gie local government areas of the state, respectively. Scores were reported killed, but so far 8 corpses were said to have been recovered at Waya, in Jato Aka and Kwande local government areas, and 12 corpses recovered from Mbapa and Ikiande Ingwe West Council. While the marauding herders invaded Waya when the people were in their farm, the killer herders was said to have invaded Mpapa and Ikiande communities the same day and murdered several persons. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Air Force, in partnership with the British Military Advisory Training Team, has trained 150 advanced special forces operatives to be deployed to troubled areas to help in tackling security challenges bedeviling the country. The Air Officer Commanding Ground Training Command, Air Vice Marshal Ibikule Daramola, in a welcome address at the graduation ceremony of the Advanced Special Operations course held at the Regiment's Training Center Annex, Special Operation Command of the Nigerian Air Force, Bauchi, said 285 personnel were nominated for the training. Daramola said that the Special Forces operations are characterized by speed, precision, destabilizing shock effect, and perseverance, which require that these Special Forces operations were painstakingly selected to ensure the attainment of desired effects and outcomes. And women, especially mothers in Oyo State, have been advised to be concerned about the welfare and safety and security of their children. The wife of the Oyo State Governor, Tamuomuni Makinde, made this call while receiving the Oyo State Commissioner of Police, Ngozi Onadeko, and Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, Uche Chukura, in her office.
So my own plea will be community leaders should do something. Market leaders, their lodgers and all that, they should say something to the women. Bring out the need for them to be able to relate with it, real life. There are real life testimonies and experience and stories that we can link to what we're trying to pass to the women so they can relate with it.
her remarks, the Oyo State Commissioner of Police, Ngozi Onadiko, said security personnel in the state would ensure that the state was safe and secure for people to dwell.
So I want to enjoy you to use your pet project, to use your influence as the mother of the state to speak against it. Violence against each of the genders is not actually when we beat them. We have emotional, we have sexual, we have financial. There's so many ways we abuse one another.
Also, in a remark, Sector Commander Federal Safety Corps Uche Chukura enjoined Terminal to use her pet project and program to speak with mothers, young girls and boys, as well as fathers who trade on the road of the risk inherent in it.
On the issue of safety, we actually want to beg you to use your office and your program to most times speak to our mothers and our young girls, and I know by extension, even our fathers and our young boys who trade on the road. It's a very big risk. I'll be trying to see how we can make them leave the road. And it's something I feel we can holistically address now using your program.
Meanwhile, the ambassador to the People's Republic of China to Nigeria, Ki Jianchun, has called for harmony and peaceful coexistence in Nigeria. These, he noted, are key developments and integration in every society. He made the call in Abuja during a seminar on sharing Chinese harmony and performing Nigeria's China Symphony, organized by the Chinese Embassy.
Today really is a very, very important day for China and Nigeria. And last year, I have talked to you all that we are building the China-Nigeria 5G GDP strategy. So relating to the people communication or people connectivity. So today we are doing sharing Chinese harmony and performing Nigeria-China symphony. The logic is that China, we value, cherish the harmony. I think the harmony really is international, universal value. But China, we have the unique or different practice and very, very long history. So I try to get Chinese idea about harmony. We listed here the 4 elements: the harmony in coexistence, harmony in integration, and harmony in the diversity, and harmony in development.
In his contribution, Nollywood actor Kenneth Okonkwo commended the Chinese embassy for organizing the seminar, noting that now more than ever, Nigeria needs all the harmony to progress.
China has gone through thick and thin and has been able, despite all odds, to harmonize their society. They've been able to build on their traditional foundation to build a society that they can now relate with other societies in a relative comparative advantage of strength. So harmony gives you strength. Harmony enhances your productivity. Harmony enhances your peace, your synergy. So Nigeria needs to harmonize its society by being able to combine, allocate, and utilize their resources of men, materials, and money, which God has given to us in abundance, through planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, so that we can achieve our objectives.
When I bring you news around the world's largest vaccine maker, the Serum Institute of India, has halted production of the locally made version of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine due to failing demand. The Serum Institute had produced more than 1 billion doses of the Covishield, its version of the AstraZeneca jab, and it's a major supplier of the COVAX Global Inoculation Program for poorer countries. There is now a global glut of coronavirus vaccines. The production hold applies only to Covishield, a Serum spokesman confirmed to Newsmen. The company also produces Covovax under license from the U.S. pharma giant Novavax. And to Indonesia, the palm oil scarcity ban will ban exports of palm oil starting next week, as President said on Friday, as the world's biggest producer faces a shortage of cooking oil made from the product. The Southeast Asian archipelago has been running low on palm-based cooking oil since November, as producers turn to exports to cash in on an increase in prices around the world. Now, authorities now fear the scarcity and soaring prices could provoke social tensions and have made moves to secure more supplies. Officials introduced limited curbs on palm oil exports in January, capped prices and announced cash subsidies for some Indonesians to compensate for the rise in food prices. And Israel says it will close its only crossing from the Gaza Strip for workers on Sunday after militants in the Palestinian enclave fired 3 rockets at the Jewish state. On Friday night, 2 rockets were fired from Gaza to southern Israel, with one hitting the Jewish state and the other falling short and striking near a residential building in northern Gaza, Palestinian and Israeli sources have confirmed. Early on Saturday, a 3rd rocket was fired at Israel, the army said, with no air raid sirens activated for any of the launches. The rockets, which follow similar attacks on Wednesday and Thursday, come as Israeli police have been clashing with Palestinian protesters at Jerusalem's flashpoint Al-Aqsa Mosque compound in recent days. And to the Ukraine crisis, the success of Russia's military operation in Ukraine depends on Moscow's ability to capture the strategic port city of Mariupol, which has been surrounded for weeks by Russian forces, the regional governor told Newsman. Ukraine says hundreds of its forces and civilians are holed up inside the sprawling Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol, and Kyiv has repeatedly called for a ceasefire to allow women, children and the elderly to safety exit and destroyed the city.
Залежить наступальна операція південна ворога, де він максимально намагається зосередити всі свої зусилля. І навіть перекинув частину своїх військ з Маріуполя на південь. Я думаю, ви про це чули, щоб порухатись.
And that's the most we can take on Newslive. But before we go, a quick recap of our top stories. The federal government reopens Idiroko and 3 other land borders. And the Alaafin of Oyo, Obalamidi Adeyemi, dies aged 83. We brought you news that Israel closes crossing to Gazans after rocket attacks. Many thanks for watching. To stay tuned for the rest of our programs. Have a good night.